You too. All right, we live.
Yeah.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to another edition
What's
of
up? What's
Dominique The
up?
Podcast. We
Yeah,
doing it
yeah.
this Tuesday again. We doing it like we do it every Tuesday with my funny guests in the house. We here every week, Tuesday, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Check us out. Join us because we ain't doing nothing but talking the real and having a good time. So we're going to get into this thing. Let me introduce you to my funny guest as usual. I'm going to start with my big homie, Tez Brooks. What's up? I'm going to start with my big homie from the Bronx. And when I
Cheer.
was in New York,
Ho,
I
ho,
lived
ho,
in the
ho, ho, ho.
Well, when I was in New York, I lived in the Bronx, so I represents the boogie down too. You know what
Hell
I'm
yeah.
saying?
Hell yeah.
172nd in Westchester. What you talking about? Right down the street from the 6th train. You better recognize.
It don't get no more Bronx than that.
Can't be no more Bronx than that. What you talking about? Right around the corner from Parkchester. You better recognize.
Hell
Big
yeah.
issue. What? So.
Hell yeah.
Y'all give it up for my good friend. He'll tell you all amazing things he's doing. He got a hell of a character on IG. He got a movie that he did himself that's out, but we'll get into that. He'll tell y'all all about that. Y'all give it up for my big homie, Rob Stapleton, ladies and gentlemen. Woo!
What up? What up? What up? What up? What up?
And this next brother I'm gonna introduce you to now. This is one of my young guns, but he's funny. I don't know if you know Ambrose, Rob.
Nah, what up, Ambrose? I'm gonna know AJ today.
Yeah, you got to
What it
know
do? What it
AJ
do?
straight out of Memphis, Tennessee. You done seen him
okay.
on. He was on Last Comic Standing. You're gonna see him all over the place because he's funny and he go on the road with me sometime too. Every time I come to Memphis, he always open up for me. Y'all give it up for my good friend, my young gun, one of the funnies coming up and coming. Y'all give it up for AJ Ambrose Jones.
What up, Ambrose? I gotta be real though, because Dom don't talk that junk if it ain't true.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
I ain't you funny if you're not.
You was one of the first ones took me on the road with you, and I appreciate that.
Oh, you're welcome. I didn't know that. Oh, that's good to know.
I appreciate that. Yeah, you showed me what that feature life was like, and I appreciate that.
You're welcome. And he always been funny though. If you funny and you a young comic, I'm like, yeah. You know, I like that kind of stuff. I'm glad to see you.
Hold on, where do you say home is? Where's home from? Yo, Ambrose, where you from?
Memphis, Tennessee.
I'm from I'm staying in Memphis, but I'm by the way in Chicago, Illinois.
Oh, okay. There you go. There you go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Rob, one of those players in New York. We was coming up in New York.
I know a Rob Stapleton.
I know you do.
I know
Rob put that money in your pocket. I can't wait to get back to New York to see Rob and all my guys. They looked out for me for years.
Yeah, we didn't even get to the Sugar Shack yet. We didn't even get to the Sugar Shack yet.
We didn't even get to the Sugar Shack.
We
gonna get into the Sugar Shack. Rob's room in the Bronx, deep every week. The Sugar Shack. And the thing I say it all the time, I like about that air is you had to be bona fide funny, or they was gonna put you out, throw a bottle at you for real.
Yeah, you had to bring it.
Yeah,
those are the days when we were in the trenches. Those are the days when we was in the trenches. You know what I'm saying? Real was real. That was the real comic view audience right there. You know what I mean?
It was. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was
real. And we had a good time, and everybody would be in there. Tracy Morgan, everybody would come to the Sugar Shack in the Bronx. Tracy from the Bronx too, though, so he'd slide through. I'd be popping in there. But we talk about that all day long. Let's jump into this thing. What's going on out there in the world? What y'all see that Coming to America? What's up? What y'all think about the Coming to America 2? Because I constantly watch Coming to America 1 anyway. One of my favorite called classic movies. So what y'all think about that too?
You want to jump on it first, AJ? Go ahead.
Yeah, I seen it. I just watched it today, and I watched it. You know what I'm saying? It was. I watched it. That's all I can say. I'm just glad it was majority all black actors in there, and they got paid. They got to be seen. So that's all I'm gonna say. But it was a good movie overall. Though.
You trying to give the good version? I'm gonna get right to it. This is the thing. Nobody want to say nothing bad.
I knew Robbie would. Go ahead, Robbie.
This is the thing. Nobody want to say nothing bad about Eddie Murphy because how revered he is to us. Like when the Obamas were in the White House, it felt like we could stop by the White House at any moment. Like it felt like any month we could come by for a cookout. Even though we couldn't, it felt like it. Eddie Murphy is one of our own. Him and Arsenio, what he did in Talk Show for the Talk Show Life. And we love that movie so much. I don't know. I'm hearing something. Okay. I didn't like the movie. I didn't like it.
Okay.
Because the standard of the original is just so high. I feel like they just made a parody of the first one. The first one had great characters and a great storyline. I felt that this one just touched on too much of the first one and relied on people who weren't the stars that people wanted to see. I don't want to hate on Leslie. I don't want to hate on Jermaine Fowler. It's hard to say this without hating on them. We came up with Leslie. You know what I mean? Jermaine came up in the next generation, but the brother's doing his thing. But I just didn't like them carrying the weight of the movie. You know, that's my personal thing. That's what I felt about it.
Wait a minute, where y'all go? I see you, but I don't know where y'all went. It's like y'all blacked out.
Both of us?
I hear you, but I'm trying to get. I don't know. They done took me out the broadcast studio in my own show. Good night.
You want us to go out and come back in?
No, I'm back. But I don't know what happened to the sound. Doesn't it sound weird? Like an echo?
Yo, AJ, say something. It sounded weird when I was talking, and that's why I stopped for a second.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
I hear y'all, but y'all sound. Yes, it don't sound real.
Okay, AJ, you talk first. Say something else.
Yeah, it sounds like it has an echo. Yeah, it's an echo. All right, so come out and come back in. I don't know what happened.
Let me go out and come back in. All right, if this don't work, I'm going to take these headphones out and blame it on my wife. All right?
Okay. Ambrose.
All right. What to do?
Jeffrey Johnson said he can see us here and hear us clear. How that sound? Ambrose, how you sound? Oh. You say you can hear us clear? Got to talking about coming to America. Hello? I'm getting that feedback. How does that sound?
Yo.
All right.
Yeah, I'm back.
Y'all back? Okay.
Yeah, I'm back.
Y'all hey, Sherry Jeffrey, you can only hear me. Okay. Sounds good on this end. But I just logged in. Okay, so long as we sound good. Okay, go ahead, Rob. You were making your point.
Yeah, bottom line, let me get back to that real quick. So the first movie is so revered. I just feel like it was a parody of the original. You know what I mean? I wanted to see more original characters. I felt like I love Jermaine Fowler, and I'm not trying to. I just didn't feel the son role. You know what I don't think it was a solid script. I don't think the script was just solid enough. You know what I'm saying? I love the journey of where the first one took us. But I was gonna be hard like that. A movie like Coming to America or Coolie High, you just don't mess with. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see part 2 of those. Keep that first one and you don't do it again.
Yeah, that's true. Mario the Poet said nostalgia isn't comedy. It's campy. You know, but I looked at it. It was okay. I think it's always hard to come behind a sequel is always hard. I'm getting this.
Now, Bad Boys 2 did it good. When they came back with Bad Boys 2 and they did in Little Haiti with I thought that was crazy.
Yeah, that was.
Is that happening again? Did that happen again?
No, I don't think it happened again.
Okay. All right. Cool.
I don't know. My sound just it's coming through my headset wrong. I'm sorry, y'all.
No, it's all
Chris
good.
said we got
Yeah, my
feedback.
sound. Yeah.
Chris, we got feedback.
Yeah.
All
Can
right.
y'all hear me?
It's okay
I'll
now.
tell you one thing. How that sound? We sounded good. My mic sound
Yeah, you
good.
sound
One, two.
right.
Okay.
We sound all right. So I saw it and I was happy for everybody in it, like Ambrose. But I do agree with you, Rob. It
What's that?
could have been a tighter storyline. The
Yeah.
script should have been much tighter.
Right.
I
And you know what
agree.
else, Don? It made me not want to see Eddie do stand-up. I want to see Eddie do a one-man show. I don't want to see him do stand-up. I want to see him do like what Mike Tyson did when he did that one-man show. That's what I want to see.
Yeah. You think he'll do
Wait,
stand-up? You know how stand-up is. When you haven't been in stand-up for a while, it's like, come on.
Yeah. But I think he was really waiting on how Dolomite came out and how this came out, because Netflix is offering him so much damn money. It's hard to say no to that type of money they throwing at him.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Or not. Just take it.
Yeah, hell yeah. You know, we can sit here and talk about whether we like the movie or not, but the movie made 165 million before it even came out. You know, that's what Amazon brought it for. You know what I'm saying?
So Ambrose, you didn't have anything else you wanted to say, huh? You just saw it, huh?
No, you know what? I was glad to see the new people, and you know, like Rodney Perry, Nav Green, Lou Nair. I was just happy, you know what I'm saying, they had a chance to, you know what I'm saying, get their shine on in it. So
very happy to see our people that look like us on the screen at any point. So that's why it's a real thin line between trying to say, if you don't like the movie, just try to sound like you're not hating. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And Leslie did a great job. Right. Jermaine Fowler did a great job. I think it squarely all lands on the script. You know, but I think with the script they had, they still did a good job. You know, I do think that. So.
Oh, you know what? Another thing that spoiled it, the in-theater experience. I think if it had a chance, if it wasn't for COVID and everybody had a chance to rush to the movies to see it, I think it probably would have got better reviews than us sitting at home watching.
I got to object to you on that one. I got to object to you on that one. I think staying at home, because the first weekend it's about the box office. And black people, we talk about movie like potato salad. You know what I mean? Like we take word of mouth. We don't care what the commercials say. When your cousin or your friend tell you to go see that movie, you're gonna go see it. And I think the first weekend box office receipts would have been horrible, and that wouldn't have been a good look. You know what I mean?
Even without COVID.
Yeah, I don't think people it wouldn't have did the numbers that it did. Come on, man. Black when a movie come out, we talk about that. And we had a comfort level of being in our home. So I think being at home gave it more of a chance for you to kind of really enjoy it even more so. You know what I mean? You don't got to agree with me if you don't agree with me, but that's just how I look at it. I felt like it's like Adam Sandler. Adam Sandler took a deal with Netflix so that he don't have to care what the box office says anymore about his movies. His movies come straight on Netflix. His money is in his bank, and nobody knows what the box office did for that first weekend. If that makes any sense, you know what I'm saying?
Do you think think the movie industry is done? They're going into the theater. Do you think that's just over?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a little niche. It's still going to be a little niche of people that want to go out, but it's going to have to be, all theaters are going to be on that high end type of shit now. You know what I'm saying? Where you reserve your seat, you're able to sit with who you are, lounge back, order your food and have that space in between your seats. Sitting in the dark with 400 people, that ain't happening no more. Because as soon as somebody cough 2 rows behind you, you ain't even looking at the screen no more. You know.
But see, it's a theater out here in LA called Arc Lake that already has that experience. So you can eat.
That's all they building now. That's all they building now with those type of theaters, that the luxury theaters. Where you don't, I'm gonna tell you like this, Dom. The movies are so comfortable. Them theaters, you fall asleep like a half hour into the movie.
You will do that.
Especially if you smoked or had an edible before you went in. You out. You out.
Will be. Yeah, I do that on the couch.
Exactly.
I sit on the couch, like you get the belching and shit. You be like, you wake up, they be showing the credits.
You ain't never.
Me and my son be trying to make a bet. Who gonna go to sleep first in the movie theater?
Say that again, bro.
I said, me and my son be trying to make a bet. Who gonna go to sleep first?
Yo, you ever take your son to the movie and you start falling asleep and he be looking over at you and you try to act like you up? So you been trying to sleep like this with your head up?
Hey, I ain't sleep.
Like this, right? You been trying to hit him with this?
I ain't sleep.
Barbara, one of the viewers, she said, yeah, she agreed with you, Rob. That movie theater thing done. And she said, sadly, because we love going to the movies. I know I did.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna tell you the planes, the air flying would be out, but we still got to get where we got to be. So you ain't going to take a horse or a camel to where you got to be. So we'll deal with getting on a plane. But planes wouldn't work anymore. But if you got to get to Vegas, you got to get to Vegas. So if you got to get to Florida, you got to get to Florida.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Last time I was on the plane, and I counted like every 45 seconds somebody coughed. I was on and sitting there. It was.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there, I just kept cutting the eel. I made sure that eel was on top of me.
Because it's a flu, coronavirus, haven. And they not just coughing, they be like their lungs coming up. You be like, damn.
But the crazy part is when people trying to hold it in. You see people trying to hold in their coughs. Now they doing all of this, like you was doing, trying to hold it in. Look like they get ready to sneeze. They're trying to hold it in. But you see, Delta still give a fuck about us. Delta Airlines, because they still give you that empty seat in the middle. Them other airlines, they don't give a damn. They sitting 3 in a row. That should be legal. 3 in a row.
I hate to hear motherfuckers talk.
Go ahead, Ambrose. Go ahead.
I hate to hear motherfuckers coughing out there and they be like, that's my allergy. Be like, nigga, I can't tell.
Right, they said that's my allergy. You hit it, be like, and that's my
like pneumonia.
I can't verify that. You know what I'm saying?
Jeffrey Johnson said, you think the drive-in theater can make a comeback?
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. That's the way. That's the way to do it right there.
Jeffrey.
Yeah, that's the way to do it right there. That experience.
You can bring your own food, sit out there by your car, eat your food, and get it in.
Own liquor.
Own liquor. You sneak somebody in the trunk of the car, get it in, whatever you got to do.
The last drive-through movie I went to, we went to see E.T.
Damn. You showing your age now, Dominique. God damn.
Look, we went to see E.T. My father put a blanket on the hood. We all got up on the hood. We was in there. You couldn't tell us nothing. We was sitting up there.
Hey, you showing your age now, Dominique.
But the thing is, you can't put your kids on the hood of these cars. They not made the same.
No. They ain't made the same. That shit gonna come right down. That shit gonna come right down.
Dump in your hood. Yeah, that's the last movie I went to see. E.T. Phone Home. E.T. Phone Home.
Is that real? Is that the last drive-in movie you went to go see?
E.T. Phone Home.
God damn.
That's what we all need to do. That's what we all need to do. Phone home back to Africa. Goddamn it.
Well, you know, during this, when the pandemic hit, they were doing a lot of those. Have any of y'all done any of them comedy shows where they do them in the parking lots? Like they
I heard about it where they honk the horn for laughter.
Yeah. When they honk, Ambrose, have you done any of those?
What's those? The Zoom shows?
No, the outdoor shows.
Theater show.
Yeah, like when you go to like a parking lot and they got like a stage set up and you perform and the people have the sound in their car like how you do with the drive-through, and then when you telling a joke, they start honking the horn with your punchline.
That'll really throw my time. No, I haven't did one of those.
It does. It does. You got to really be confident with yourself. You really got to be confident with where you know you are as a comic with those shows, because we're used to getting a laugh every 15 seconds. So when you start doing shit like that and you ain't getting a laugh, you start changing your jokes around. You bringing this joke up here. You repeating your setup too long. You know what I mean? Because you like that connection. You like to be able to look in people's eyes and know how you're doing. Because black people laugh, but we like to see that degree of a laugh.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because some people crack up without making no noise, but you know you're cracking them up without people. You know what I mean?
So that means you gotta do a joke, hit the punchline, then you gotta pause a little bit to allow them to laugh, then you just gotta go on to your next joke.
Let me give you an example. I did a show with Dominique knows this dude named Raider John. When you come up to New York, you're gonna work with a dude named Raider John. He give you a lot of work in Brooklyn, right? It's like the king of Brooklyn, like 5 different joints. So he knows how to maneuver through this shit. So the first time he booked me, we in a parking lot of a diner. And I'm like, I was nervous as hell. I felt like I was going on at the Apollo. I ain't been this nervous since I did the Apollo. Because when you do the Apollo, it's all about your first 3 minutes at the Apollo. You ain't worried about the last 20. You want to get by the first 3 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So long story short, I'm on the stage setting up and I'm doing the jokes. And I hit the first joke. Boom. And everybody's honking. And I can see the cars off the highway stopping. Because they don't know, they think they're honking the cars. So as you're doing the joke, they're honking you and you think, so for a second, you got to catch up to what's going on, but you got to stay in the moment and keep going.
Oh my God.
Which is crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah. That's crazy. It's bad enough.
So it probably take a couple of those.
It probably what?
Yeah. It probably take a couple of those to get used to it.
Yeah, it takes a couple of them to get used to. It definitely does. It's just like the dudes in the NBA. These motherfuckers playing with no crowds. When the stadiums start getting crowded again, the NBA players going to be nervous because they've been playing so long without people in there. Now, when you hear people really booing you, emotionally, it's going to take them a while to phase the crowd out again.
Yeah, to say, am I getting booed?
Yeah, exactly. They've been playing since last season with no crowd for the second half of last season. So now you put 18,000 people in there again. Before, when you was able to fade them out, now when you miss 3 jump shots in a row, you can actually hear "boo, motherfucker, boo." You gotta like, whoa. You gotta be like, whoa. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a psychological thing. That's why I feel a lot of comedians, right? When we auditioning for roles and acting is different than stand-up because it's different beats. Like AJ, check it out. When we, like I said, when we on stage, you want to get a laugh every 15 seconds. You want to get at least 4 laughs per minute. But when you audition and you're going for a comedic or a dramatic piece, it's not all about getting that feedback. It's about staying in the lines and staying in character. And a lot of times when you in there with the casting person, Dominique could tell you this, we bail because we think we're failing because we're not getting that connection coming back. So you start trying to make something funny that's not funny. And that's when they go, they could tell that you can't stay in a moment. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
No, it's real. It's real.
It's real though. Okay, so Tay, I want to talk about Oprah Winfrey, Meghan and Harry, the Royals. Y'all check the interview out?
I didn't see it.
What? Yeah, they pretty much said some shit about they didn't want the baby. They was worried about the color of the baby, how dark the baby was gonna be.
Yeah, that was terrible. And they're not gonna get a baby a title.
Yeah,
he just
got an asterisk. The baby got an asterisk.
Yeah, they just call him Archie.
Yeah, Archie. He just Archie. Black Archie.
Can't even be Black Archie.
He Black Archie from
Black
Malcolm
Archie
X.
from the Malcolm X movie.
From Malcolm X. Black Archie.
Just because the baby,
I didn't get that number wrong.
Just because the baby is mixed.
That's an inside joke, Dominique. I caught that. That's funny. That's for the movie. That was funny.
Yeah, for the autobiography of Malcolm X. Malcolm X, the movie. Y'all remember Malcolm X? Black Archie.
Yeah, Black Archie was the number runner. He don't write no numbers down. All the numbers in his head.
But I mean, I'm not surprised.
Like,
Right.
It wasn't racism in the
Right.
monarchy.
The hell yeah. Come on, like who want to be surprised that rich white people are racist? You can't be surprised behind that shit.
I mean,
You
come
gonna act
on
like you
now.
surprised that rich white people are racist? Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, you can't. No, you
But
can't be surprised
is
by
he
that at all.
100%? Is he 100% black or is he mixed?
Who?
The
Archie?
guy.
You talk about the princess?
Yeah.
Yeah, he white.
The prince.
Yeah, the
No,
prince. The prince.
Okay. The girl. She
You
mixed.
talk about William? No, she mixed.
Yeah,
she mixed.
Her mother
Which
black.
means she black. Which means she black.
Which means she black. Okay, cool.
And you gotta remember their history with colonialism. That tell you right there.
There you go.
It's just one of them situations to me where you always knew it, but now you know it.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah. I shared this meme. It said, it got a picture of the grandmother. It said, when you spent $32 million on your grandson's wedding and his wife started bitching about you to Oprah and she holding a gun. You see that meme?
Yeah.
That's
I'm surprised they told it. You know, I'm happy.
Well, you know what? I'm not surprised.
Why you
not
surprised?
It's just like when I seen. No, it's just like when I seen the white people storming Capitol Hill. I was like, I'm not surprised. You know, they got they got a history of terrorizing shit, so I wasn't surprised at that.
Mm-hmm. But what it is to smack a reality is what it is. You know what I mean? It's old white people still living in their old white ways, and they don't want to deal with the change. You know what I'm saying? You got to realize, man, this racism, civil rights, and all that shit ain't that long ago. It wasn't that long ago that there was a white water fountain that you had to drink from. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Dominique, do you think President Trump brought that shit out like to the forefront for all of us to see?
Oh yeah, he definitely did that. He brought all the ugly things about America to the forefront. Absolutely. That was one of the best things he did because it needs to be discussed and dealt with. So I agree with that. I think one of the problems that Meghan Markle had, though, was because she's so fair-skinned and you can't tell if she's white or whatever. I don't even think she really had the black experience like that.
There you go. And
then she got into this monarchy and they treat her like a straight Negro. She couldn't believe it.
She couldn't believe it. She couldn't believe it. And they take that shit serious. You know what I mean? See, here in our country, we got Beyonce and Jay-Z. So we kind of look at them like, oh, they like, nah, we really have kings and queens in England. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they ain't trying to fuck up that tradition. You know what I'm saying? It's like having an aunt at the cookout that always make the potato salad, and then all of a sudden somebody else more make it. You know, we got a tradition. Certain people make certain things in the family. You know what I'm saying? And that's their tradition.
I think she got it easy. She fair skinned. What if she would have came in dark complected like Serena Williams? Then she would have really got it.
It wouldn't be no interview. It wouldn't be none of that because he wasn't gonna get. Nah, he wasn't doing the doctor system.
Well, hey, what if she would have came in Flavor Flav?
Okay with Megan, you know what I mean? He was like, you can't really look at her and tell she black like that.
Right. What if she would have came in? What if she would have came in Flavor Flav complexion? They would be like, no.
But let me bring it back to this. It's so serious with this shit. His mom's Princess Diane. That's it's the controversy about why she was killed. Is because of after her husband was messing around on her, when she started dating somebody else, she was dating this Arab Muslim dude, and they didn't like that.
So it was.
She was. So that lets you know that the son saw how her mother was ready to step outside of the phone. I don't want to call it phoniness because people in England, they really see their life the way that it is. So who am I to say that it's phony? But Princess Diane took the first step to go untraditional with everything. You know what I mean? And if you really look it up and you Google it, they'll tell you that her when she died, it was more of a murder than an accident with that car, with what happened. You know what I'm saying?
And I think that's why Harry was very courageous in saying, well, let's step
There you
off
go.
there. You know what I mean? Because I think anyway, that what you just said, Rob, he feels a lot like that.
He feels a lot like that.
He feels a lot like they had responsibility in what happened to his mother. We don't know that for a fact, but it's been speculated forever.
Exactly.
That they had some culpability in what happened to his mother. And that's why he decided to step off. And he even said in the interview, I talk to my grandmother. You know, I talk to her every day. You know, I should say often. And she calls me, she sees Archie. But I really like what Megan said when she took us in the inside. When she was like, she thought all the royal behavior was for the cameras.
Yeah,
she didn't realize they was in the house like that.
That shit is real. That shit is real. And you know, she come from the entertainment
you think when
business.
they get in the house, you think the queen take off that hat, sling them, and she be like, "Come in, baby, give me some of that wine over there. Give me a glass of that Bailey's and cream." But she in the house being the queen with the fam. That's crazy.
And you know her background, she is an actress. You know what I'm saying? So you know she was like on a lot of different shows. You know what I mean? So she come from the entertainment business. So when she first started dating him, a lot of people looked at it as if like it was a sort of like catching an NBA player, like it was a come up for her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they never really felt like they were really in love in the first place.
Right. And when she said that, I was like, dang. So she in there really being the queen instead of just grandma and mom. You know what I'm saying?
Remember the white chick? Remember the white chick, Paula Deen from the Food Network, when she started saying that shit about black people and all that? You know, the cracks me up about it. I'm gonna keep it 120 with y'all. How the fuck can you be surprised? I could curse on here, right?
Yeah, you ain't doing a lot. You all right.
Okay.
You did already.
Yeah, okay. I just, give respect to Dominique. But what was I saying? What was I just?
Paula Deen.
Oh, Paula Deen. Like when she did what she did, and she really said what she said. I hate when they say some shit, then they make them come back and apologize and try to walk it back. But what she said, about black people was real, because when you that old and you from the South, that's how you were raised, and that's what's in your soul, what you said, and it comes out from the comfort of speaking that in your home. It's like having a small child that's 4 years old, and you let them act a fool when they in the house, and then when they get out the house and they act like how they do at home, and you turn on them and start looking at them crazy in the supermarket or at your cousin's house. That's how they act when they home. You know what I mean? Yeah. And Paula Deen did. I'm not justifying what she did, but talking like that, that's what old white women from the South, that's how they talk on the golf course and all of that type of stuff. That's how they talk. You know what I mean?
So Mario said, real talk, her life is in danger.
Princess Diane or
Meghan Markle.
Meghan. Can you imagine?
Believe that? Yeah, I can believe that.
Life was in danger. They started going back to that Princess Diane. That's what you're going to hear next. Next week or the week after, you're going to start hearing that Princess Diane stuff coming up. And they probably got close on talking about it on that Oprah thing, and they pulled back because it was a part of that interview where it got a little awkward, and they both got quiet, and they didn't want to say names, and they got real close, and they stopped. Part 2 is going to be talking about that.
Archie, I said they could call Archie. He can't be the little Duke or Duchess. I mean, a son. They doing them wrong, man.
They call that little baby the outsider. That's the outsider.
They doing them wrong. They just.
Can you imagine the shit she's going through? Can you imagine the shit she's going through? Can you imagine shit Megan going through in the house when they fix the plates for everybody at the table? Everybody else plate at the table, her plate in the bathroom. Like you can't eat at the table. Your plate in there.
And Megan Megan even said they didn't even teach her. They didn't even teach her how to be royal. You know, they usually give you instructions on how to be a royal, etiquette, or how they just told Megan, Whatever you think royal is, go with it. Harry was teaching her everything. And like Barbara said, one of the viewers, Archie never gonna be the king. Yeah, it's like his father never gonna make it. They all live forever. Exactly. They don't do nothing like that. You know, people get worn out working 2 and 3 jobs, eating anything. They do what they do, but they ain't working hard enough that they don't need to be 200. This might kill them. This might kill the king, the queen now.
I just hope they don't
put that out there on her.
I just hope they don't get too comfortable in this country, and then next year you see her on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. You know what I mean? Then you know shit. They don't got too comfortable.
She's gonna be on Basketball Wives.
Yeah, she on there with Nene and them. She gonna have them on Love and Hip Hop in 2 seasons.
But you know what else I heard? That the one of the founding members of Black Lives Matter said that we need to boycott the royal family. I was like, what they sell shoes or something? I mean, what do we boycott?
We don't support them.
No, anytime I see them, somebody getting married. It ain't like I'm following the royal family.
Exactly. How the hell you gonna boycott that shit? Like, what are you really gonna do?
What you gonna do?
You gonna go to Wimbledon? Not go to Wimbledon? What we gonna do? Not go to Wimbledon?
You boycott them. And on another,
I can imagine what she.
Go ahead, Ambrose.
No, go ahead. I just say I can imagine what she's going through. It's just like a dude finna get ready to marry a woman with money, and she take him to go meet her family, and she getting treated how the nigga would get treated. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Nigga ain't got no money. You finna try to marry this woman with some money, and you go over her folks' house, they looking at you like, nigga, please. You know what I'm saying?
But they don't even. Her problem, the biggest problem with her is that she Black, and she can't believe she got this rude awakening. When you look at her, and she ain't really deal with it having to be Black, and she hasn't spoken of that. She getting in this thing in love with this man, and they like, Negro, nah. Nah. And Archie won't be named anything. Oh, speaking of the N-word, the founder of Papa John's Pizza, he said,
I heard something about him. What's going on with him?
Yeah, he said he been saying the N-word. They caught him on conference call saying the N-word. He had to come out and say he been working for 20 months. For 20 months, coming up on 2 years to get the N-word out of his vocabulary.
I seen that.
Is that what happened? I heard something happened with him, but I didn't know what the story was. So he was on a conference call, and he said the N-word on the conference call is what it is.
Now the conference call, they call him saying the N-word, but he said here lately he been working for 20 months, almost 2 years, trying to get that N-word out of his vocabulary.
Dominique, good as Papa John piece is, we'll let him slide. Hey, that little garlic sauce he served a piece of, we'll let him slide. Right?
The part he left out, Ambrose, was get it out his vocabulary publicly. Cause he gonna say behind closed doors, we all racist.
Yeah.
Do not tell me we not all racist behind closed doors. We can say some horrible shit behind closed doors.
Especially depends on what you drinking, what you sipping on. It's gonna really make you put a little dobo on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what? Do y'all want to reveal some of the things we say about other ethnicities behind closed doors?
what Ambrose say?
I said, do y'all? But
Ambrose,
you know what?
Let me ask you this.
What's up?
Do you have any insecurities when you around a room full of white people? Keep it real.
It all depends what kind of white people it is. You know what I'm saying? I can feel, like, we can feel if it's like down home white people, they cool, or we can feel you in that room with, okay, I ain't supposed to be here. You know what I mean?
All right, let's say a room full of white people and you just don't know them. So let's just not white people that you know. You just through your venture, you happen to be in a room full of all white people. Let it be they good white people, but
most definitely.
Like me, I don't like eating fried chicken in front of white people. I just don't. I'm not going for the joke of that. I don't like eating watermelon or fried chicken in front of white people. That's just me. And I'm not going for being a comedian trying to go for the joke. Me and my wife, we cruise a lot. And I never knew, when you're on a cruise, there's a lot of food all over the place. You're eating all the time on the cruise. That's why people gain so much weight. And we went to go try the taco shit. And when we eating a taco, I didn't know that watermelon goes with tacos. Like, you know how some things match up? I like taco, I just get the taco, blah, blah, blah. They always have this bowl of watermelon. So I guess real Mexicans love watermelon with their taco. So I got my taco, I got my whole setup, I got the lime, all that other stuff. That I saw the watermelon, and I'm like, damn, I really wanted the watermelon too. But I didn't want to eat the watermelon because I felt like if I had it on the plate, they'd be like, you see? He really loves it. You know what I mean? Like, I felt bad for myself because I never really give a damn what anybody thinks about me. But I was like, wow, like I later on got the watermelon, but initially it made me think. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you on that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really
know what you mean. I would feel. Go ahead, Dominique. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Ambrose. I'm listening. No worries.
No, I was just adding on to what he said. If I walked in front of a room full of white people, I will feel nervous. But if I walked in like in a Mexican restaurant with just full of Mexicans, I'm comfortable as a motherfucker. So
don't get it. It was a Mexican restaurant on the ship full of white people. You know what I mean? So that's where my insecurity.
I think I may have felt like that before, but I don't feel like that as much anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because
you see how you still had to leave the as much in it?
Yeah, I give you that. I don't think I feel like that as much anymore. It's especially because I'm in California. So I'm around a lot of white people constant, like living and all those kind of things. So it's kind of a constant thing. And I have a couple of white friends now. So I'm more in tune, you could say, to how they, I guess it's what Ambrose said, the type of white person. Because they real cool white people. So maybe not as much, but I used to be more. It used to be more for me.
Well, you know what you really find out about white people? White people really like a lot of the same shit that we do. They just they just don't want, and they don't want the same thing that black people don't want. Nobody wants to be around a black person that has nothing to lose and doesn't give a F.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like if you ever, I don't care what scenario you at, you never want to be around the black person that doesn't give a F. In the moment that you're black and you don't give a F anymore, you become a dangerous person. Now, even if you have friends that you hanging out that are black and don't give a damn, you could be in a car and they get ready to do something across the line, and you go, I got something to lose, drop me off. You know what I'm saying? Because you work too hard in your life, you got something to lose. You know what I mean? Whether it's getting late to that show, it's just something to lose. But the person that has nothing to lose is what the white people, and white people call those white people white trash. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? But white people have a lot of the same values that everybody else has. Now, I'm not standing up for them and putting us down. But that's where the disconnect comes. Okay, anybody that's listening and going, what the fuck is he talking about? You know what I mean? Right. But that's the thing. And I think and Chris Rock said it right too. Like, I love black people, but I don't like niggas. And that's the microcosm of that. You know what I'm saying? Black people don't like other black people that ain't got nothing to lose. especially with somebody, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a. You be like, well, I don't either, but I got shit to lose. I'm out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. So listen, y'all. We got a segment we do on this show called "Air It Out." We believe laughter heals, and that you shouldn't hold on to things. You air it out, get it off your chest, and it's good for you, the people around you, and it's good for your health. So each one of y'all get 2 minutes to air it out about whatever you want to. To be funny, it don't have to be funny, but you got 2 minutes just to air it about anything you want to get off your chest. And Ambrose Jones. We're going to start with Ambrose Jones, and I'm going to tell you, Mr. Ambrose, you're on the clock now.
Look, I know, most people lost their parents, and you know what I'm saying? I want to say RIP, you know what I'm saying? But I still have both of my parents, and I just want to ask y'all, how many times do older people got to go to the damn store? That's what the fuck I want to know. Because my mama, she never did drive, so, we still got to take her to the store, and every day I got to go to the store. She don't like to go to no regular store. She like to go to Sam's Club, where they sell all this bulk-ass shit. So when she say, I need some bleach, motherfucker, you ain't picking up one bleach. You picking up 6 gallons of bleach, putting it in the shopping cart. I need some dishwashing liquid. That's 12 dishwashing liquid. Putting it in the shop. I don't weigh nothing but 145 pounds. I'm pushing around 200 pounds in a goddamn shopping cart. My calf muscles are big as hell. Then I got to get to the truck, unload the shit, and then I got to get to her house and unload it again, and then she gonna have me $10 worth of gas money. I'm like, no, you owe me $23 an hour, goddamn. It feels like I just got off work at FedEx. I need more than $10 a goddamn. I need $23 an hour plus goddamn health insurance because I done fucked my back up lifting all this shit. Oh no, that ain't 2 minutes. I still got 2 minutes. I still got like
a minute. You good. Okay, you good. Hey, Robbie, you on the clock. 2 minutes. Let's go.
Well, I'll air it out. Say, I just want to. I'm tired of comedians complaining about bullshit. You know what I mean? If you ain't make it this far in your career, revalue what you doing yourself. Stop hating on these internet comedians. Yeah. I can't complain. I have to even blame myself. At first, when these internet comedians came out, I was like, oh, yeah, they ain't funny. They didn't do this. They didn't do that. They didn't put their dues in and all of that. If it was easy to get, people don't realize the skill it is in being an internet comedian. Yeah, if you was doing comedy for 20 or 25 years, you did it in the clubs and you waited online and you did this and you had to pick a number to go on at this club and you had to wait 3 months to go on at a certain club. Yes, those are the dues that you paid. And that'll help you sharpen steel. It makes you a sharper comic. But it's a skill in getting 1 million viewers. You know what I mean? And if the game has changed, the NBA game has changed. Steph Curry shooting 3-pointers. It's not about Patrick Ewing in his centers no more. You know what I mean? Floyd Mayweather changed the boxing game. The comedy game has changed. If you still stuck in the value and thinking that you're the funniest one or you have to be the funniest one to make it, you're going to be the gerbil on that shit going around and around. It's not about being the funniest person in the game no more. We're in an entertainment business. It's about finding your niche and letting them grab you and allow you to entertain those demographic of people. So stop complaining about what other people are doing and just do what you do.
Yeah. That was real, Rob. Because that's just what it is. The NBA,
with the social media, you can do what you got to do.
The era we from, you know what I mean? The whole game garbage, but the era we from,
Stop waiting for we always wait for somebody to pull us back in yo, blah, blah, set the shit yourself. And if somebody else wants to pull you, if Tiffany wants to pull you in or Kev wants to pull you in, they will. But in the meantime, stack your chips and do the shit yourself. You know?
Yeah.
That's all you can do.
What you said, getting 1 million followers, that's a skill. That is a
It's a
motherfucking
skill.
skill.
Yeah, that's
It's a skill.
hard.
And the white boys did the same shit with Dane Cook. When Dane Cook first came out, oh, he's hacky. He blah, 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 blah. But Dane Cook would sell out a concert by hitting one button on Facebook. And he had 1 million people, boom, boom. And his tickets would go just like that because he saw what the environment was and he adapted to it.
Yeah.
So I think I aired the shit out of that.
And they can't. They people just.
Yeah, you
and
did that.
eventually, I think they'll get there. They can't get over the fact. They just got to retrain their mind and figure out how you're gonna do it. And
we know we funny. We all know Dominique is funny as hell. I know I'm funny as hell. We can't sit here and go, when am I going to be blah blah blah. We work. We're blessed to work. We're blessed to work around the country. We're blessed to be able to set up our own podcast. We're blessed to be able to go on social media whenever we want. And half of us aren't ready for when it's time to blow. Half of us aren't even ready for that. Half of us, you ever see somebody win the Powerball and it fucks up their life and you go like that? Like other day I was looking at it, said Little Sean, the rapper Big Sean, was trying to kill himself. And you go like, damn, this dude's one of the hottest 10 rappers in the business. Why would he want to kill himself? You know what I'm saying? Money can't always buy you happiness, is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? And a lot of us comics, we want the fame, but a lot of us wouldn't be able to sustain the fame. You can have the fame, but can you sustain the fame? Because we ain't built for that yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's real. All right, so I want to hear it out about baby Archie of Sussex. Kids are off limits. Don't get to picking on these kids and mistreating these kids. He a little boy. They brought him into the situation, and he can have a title. He is a royal. I don't care if he black or not. He is a royal. They can name him little Go-Go Archie, Pumping Archie, Black Archie, or Sussex, or Duke of Sussex. They don't have to treat him like that, and that's why he's gonna grow up to be a boss and run the whole thing. All his little cousins, Charlotte, and all them little Prince George and Princess Charlotte, William's kids, they gonna be like, bring Archie over here, because he lit. And he know more than us because he done had he had a life experience. He done walked outside of a straight line. He done had a Popeye's chicken sandwich. He done been to McDonald's. He done had him a great time. Stop picking on the kid. Leave baby.
He got to do the electric slide and all that. He gonna be the only one to do that electric slide.
He gonna be the first one to walk up in there in Tim's. Wearing straight up some fresh butters. Archie gonna walk up in there in some fresh butters. Like, tell Prince George and Charlotte, I said, let's ride. We about to go. I ain't about to be sitting around here around all this starchness. I ain't about to be around all this stock stuff. All these polyester suits and shit. Hey, look,
that's good.
I appreciate y'all. We're gonna round this up. Tell them where they can find you on social media, and also what projects you got coming up and where you going on tour, and let them know what's going on with you.
Yeah, AJ.
Go ahead, man. Look, during the quarantine, like you say, creating our own podcast. I created a show called the 38114 Show. Y'all can check it out on YouTube. It's 34 episodes. You know what I'm saying? I'm a comedian, but I'm interviewing comedians, doctors. We got life coaches on there. You know what I'm saying? It's a show where you can go learn about anything. You know what I'm saying? Get your laugh on. And, it's about me. You know what I'm saying? You get to have a good time when you watch it. You know what I'm saying? When Dominique came through, we tried to get on, but she was so scared about the COVID thing. You know what I'm saying? So we didn't get a chance to get Dominique on when she was here in Memphis.
Yeah, but can I do it online?
Yeah, it's on YouTube. No, we doing it in person.
And I'm named
Rob Stapleton. Your boy Capone came on. That's why I knew about you from your boy Capone.
Okay. Got you.
So y'all can watch it on YouTube. 38114 Show. That's a zip code I stayed in majority of my life here in Memphis. So I'm introducing Memphis to the world, and there's also other people on there also. So y'all can watch it. Y'all can listen on Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere, man. And y'all can check my website out too. I got my herbs I created. This is sea moss and bladder rat tincture right here. This to boost your immune system, aids in weight loss, and also you know what I'm saying, it boosts your libido also. So I don't take modern medication. I take my herbs, sea moss and bladder rat. Y'all can get that off comedianambrose.com, man. And yeah, follow me everywhere. Ambrose Jones. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate it.
Dope, bro. Dope. Yeah, y'all could follow me on I do the IG thing at Rob Stapleton. You could check out a lot of my different sketches that I have on. Like Dominique was talking about earlier. I got a joint called Steve the Snitch that I do. As well as a lot of other things that I do on there. And you guys could, like I was talking about earlier, I can't talk the talk but not walk the walk. And I got tired of Hollywood, waiting for Hollywood to call me in for the big joint. So I made probably one of the hottest independent films called The Stuff that's now streaming on Amazon Prime as well as Tubi. It's called The Stuff. Michael Blackston in it. I got it's crazy. It's a dark comedy drama stuff, and it's crazy. It's bananas. Put it like this: when you see Arnez J in this joint, you're gonna remember that part forever. You know what I'm saying? I took it there with this, and y'all guys can check that out on Amazon Prime.
That's the one you self-produced when you was on the Breakfast Club talking about. That's the movie you
right. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's the one I did, man. That's
check that out tonight.
Congratulations, absolutely.
Thank you.
That So y'all know where to find me, Dominique Comedy, COMEDI. This next week, 18th through the 20th, I'll be in Baltimore, a little outside of Baltimore, Timonium, Maryland, at a club called Magoobies.
So yeah,
I'm gonna be in Magoobies. Yeah. The show gonna sell out. The seating is limited, so get your tickets now so we can kick it and get your laugh on, and we're gonna have us a good time. I appreciate y'all for coming through. Y'all give it up for my great guest, my OG Rob Stapleton, and my young gun Ambrose Jones. Meet us here next Tuesday, same place, same time, and some great guests. We come on at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central Time. I appreciate y'all.
Don, thank you so much for having me, baby. We go way
Bobby,
way
I'm
back.
I'm coming that way. I'm gonna call you.
Okay, I set up a couple of things for you, and I got some stuff for you in Florida too. If you're ready to go to Miami, some nice joints set up for you. All right.
Okay, I'll call you.
And speak to Kyle Grooms. Kyle got something too.
Okay,
all right?
I'll call you.
I just watched Kyle Groom's special on Amazon. It's really good, man. Brain tumor. I want to say I appreciate y'all paving the way for us younger comedians to do our thing, man. I always give it up for the ones who did it before me. So shout out to both of y'all, man.
Nah, man, your beard look like it's older than me, man.
My special on Amazon Prime too. It's gonna stop me when I'm live. Right. It has my whole name. Dominique Whitten, got my government on there.
You got that whole government on there. Got that whole government on it.
Okay.
It took me 4 years to know Dominique's real name.
Nobody know my
name. It took me 4 years.
Got my government on there. It's on Amazon.
Only reason y'all do it, I booked you on the ski trip. That's what I got to do that.
Yeah, that's when you do. Okay. I appreciate it. Y'all stay up.
All right, y'all be
appreciate
good.
It. Thank you.
All right.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
All right.